Hey everyone, thanks for watching today's video. In this tutorial I'm gonna show you this glamorous cut crease using pink and purple. I haven't done a cut crease in a long time, so can't wait for you guys to see how I create this. Also in this video I'll be doing a giveaway, giving away my favorite highlighter, which is by Ochre Cosmetics, the Rodeo Drive. So if you want to join, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments that you are joining. And of course you have to subscribe to my channel. Now I'm gonna start with using this Mudmasky Eye Serum, which is one of my favorite eye serums. You can leave it just on and it will just really hydrate your under eye area. Now since I'm doing quite a dramatic look, my eye area definitely needed some extra attention today. So that's what I started with, and then I went in with this primer from MAC Cosmetics. Now this is the palette I'm gonna go in with, is the Norvina Pro Pigment palette in the number 6. And I'm gonna start with the white color and use this for underneath the highest point of my eyebrow. Now it might look a little bit crazy right now because it's quite white, but it will make the transition from the crease towards the brow look super nice at the end. So definitely don't skip this step. The next I'm gonna go in with the black eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna create the line where I want my cut crease to be. Now, you don't have to really focus on the eyeshadow that is below, because as you can see me applying it right now, the line is not like super smooth at the downside, but the upper side does look really smooth, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna go in with concealer underneath this line, which will make it look super sharp underneath the line. So if it looks a little bit smudged and not really neat, don't worry about that, because that will not matter at the end. So hopefully that makes sense. Now after this step I went in with this pink color. I do have to say, I think it would have been better if I went in with the pink color first and then created that line, because now I have to be like super careful to not go in with my brush too much on top of the black, so the black will not kind of like get into my pink eyeshadow. So if I would do this look again, I would start with this pinkish color and then create the black line. So learn from my mistake. Then I went in with this color, which is kind of like a purple shade, and this is gonna be the transition color that goes in between that light pink color that we just went in and in between the black. You can also kind of smudge it on top of the black, because I don't want the black line to be as obvious as it is right now. So don't be afraid to also like blend it right on top of that line, because we want to make that look so much more softer at the end anyway. So with this look, it's just a lot of blending, because now I went in with that light pink color just to smooth the edges. And then again, I went in with a darker purple. You just kind of have to see what you need. If you feel like the edges look harsh, you're always going to go in with a lighter color than the color that the harshness has, if that makes sense. So now I'm going in with a little bit more of black eyeshadow, because I felt like it just wasn't dark enough. So I just applied a little bit of the black eyeshadow again, just really lightly. I didn't apply too much on my brush, because the harsher the black is going to be, the harder it's going to be to blend out. So after that I went back in with the purple color and blended around the edges, and I just continued to do this a few times. Right now you can see that black is still quite harsh, so what you want to do is go in with a purple color to make it more soft, and you just want to continue until you're satisfied with how it looks. So now I'm gonna go in with this concealer, which is by MAC Cosmetics. It's called the Pro Longwear Concealer. It's one of my favorites to cut the crease. It just really does the job, and I feel like it does not really crease on the highlight. It does a little bit if you don't set it really nicely with eyeshadow, but for me personally it's one of my favorites. And I do have to admit, I haven't really used a different one in years, so I can't really say if there's like a better product than this one, because I have never really tried a different product anymore. But for me it just works. So I'm that kind of person that if I find something that works, I don't really switch really easily. I'm always a bit afraid to try new products, because what if it doesn't work and it will just end up looking crazy. So I might be a little bit boring when it comes to that, but I feel like just when something works, I just stick to it basically. So I'm just focusing on cutting the crease, and I'm just going right below that line that I had created like at the beginning. And then at the edge, I'm making a really slight wing with my brush, if that makes sense. So now for the next step, I'm gonna go in with this pencil, which is by Colourpop. It's the white one. I'm not sure what the name is, but it's the white pencil. And I'm gonna create a line right underneath that cut crease line. Now, as of right now, it might not really make sense why I'm doing this, but it's gonna create kind of like a an empty space in between the eyeshadows that I'm gonna apply on the eyelid and the crease. But you will see that after this. So now I'm gonna go in with the matte white color again from the Pro Pigment 6 palette from Norvina. And using this for the inner corner of the eye. In this video, I'm using a lot of brushes. I'm just switching constantly. I don't know all the names of the brushes that I'm using, but most of them are from Sigma Beauty, which I have a discount code for, which I will link down in the description bar. And some of them are from Suiva, some of them are from Morphe brushes, and some of them I think are from, have I forgotten the name? I think that's all it actually. So after using the white eyeshadow, I went in with this Norvina palette, which is the volume number 4. So this is a different palette, but it's also from Norvina Cosmetics. So I use this pink color over the eyelid, but I'm not gonna apply it all the way up. I'm kind of leaving that white pencil in between the eyeshadow, if that makes sense. You just wanna leave that white stripe. It's kind of hard for me to explain in English. For those who are new to my channel, I'm from the Netherlands, so English is not my birth language, so sometimes I'm really struggling with what words to use, how to explain. So hopefully just by seeing me doing it, it kind of makes sense. So now I went in with this pinkish color and blended this at the outer edge of the eyelid. Also kind of applying it on top of the previous color I used to really blend both of these shades into each other. And just smudging my brush back and forth. This brush is actually really nice. It's also included in the brush kit that I created together with Sigma, which I will link down in the description bar. It contains 6 of my favorite Sigma brushes, and that one is one of them. So now I went in with this glitter color, which is also in the volume number 4 color. I forgot to show it in camera, but it's the pink glitter that comes in the palette. It's like a pressed glitter pigment. So now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go in with eyeliner, but I just decided to do it. So I'm gonna go in with this gel eyeliner with a eyeliner brush. The one that I used is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just gonna create a simple line above the lash line, and then after this I'm also gonna create a wing line. I do have a special video where I go way more in depth on how I create my wing liners, so if you're curious to know, I will link that down in the description bar, and hopefully that video will give you some more tips and tricks. So I'm just focusing on making my wing liner as sharp as possible, and then I went in with this Kajal eye pencil from Khouzami, which is the black pencil, which is actually super nice. I used to love the Makeup by Mario one, but mine is actually all up used. I don't have anything left anymore, so I need to get a new one, but in the meanwhile I'm trying this one, which is actually really nice as well. But the Makeup by Mario, I feel like stays a little bit better in my waterline in place. But if I apply this and then after that I reapply a little coat, this one stays really nice as well. So definitely recommend, but I don't know, I just feel like the Makeup by Mario might be a little bit better. So now after applying some black eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line as well, I also used a lot of this purple color and just blended until I felt like it was smoked out. You can go as low as you want. I really like to have it as blown out as possible because this is quite a dramatic look, so I felt like my lower lash line had to be a bit of dramatic as well. So now for in the inner corner, I went in with a little bit more of the matte white shade, which I think gives a really cool effect. Then for underneath the lower lash line, I also applied a little bit more of the white eyeshadow. Then for my lashes, I curled my lashes. Also, I wanted to show you guys, look at the brow highlight. This is what I meant at the beginning when your crease goes from light towards the brow. Just applying that white eyeshadow just makes a really big difference. It just makes your transition look so much better. So I used the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit, and then I went in with these beautiful lashes from Tatti Lashes, which I think are super pretty. And then this is the end of the video. I really hope you all like how it turned out. Let me know if you want to see more of these glam cut crease tutorials. I have told you guys in one of my previous videos that I want to do way more dramatic looks, so I'm gonna try to do as many as possible. So keep an eye out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!
Even if you try, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a